So, hi. Let me welcome to you this morning. I mean, it's very early for me, almost 8:30. And I will give you a little session of Lion King, Simba's Mighty Adventure. That's Simba, the movie, the first movie and the second movie, if you ever saw that. If not, you definitely should, because it's worth it, I guess. Especially if you're a fan of Shakespeare, because the first one is Hamlet and the second one, what was it again? Romeo and Juliet. So we definitely need the third one, in my opinion. That is Macbeth in animal form, if you will. But yeah, anyway, about this run, it's super simple and easy, and you will see that. The other thing is, we play on difficulty medium just to see the whole game. Anything else doesn't change really, aside from how much life do you have and continuous and such. Nothing important really. But yeah, without any further ado, just start the run, I guess. And I explain it to you along the way. It's usually the best thing, I think. So let's start. Yeah, like I said, it's about the first and the second movie, so this shall be the Pride Lands, if you will. Let's see if you can recognize it. And maybe a little warning ahead. Please don't expect any Disney music here, because this is the soundtrack we get the whole run. So yeah, that's nice, I guess. It's an amazing song, so don't wonder if it's not familiar for you, but that's what it is. This is already the first level. Now we don't fight Zazu, we play with Zazu. Zazu is just flying left and right, and he lands occasionally, and then we just jump on him, and it sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like we will smash him. Also the sound design, when Simba gets hit, he sounds like Donald Duck, basically. In my opinion, he sounds like Donald Duck. Maybe you can hear it too, maybe not. Now we get to the second level, the Hakuna Matata stage, so we don't get fancy music here with la 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 and such. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Bonk. Also the damage input, you can see medium difficulty, so just a few hits and I basically die here and there. So I will pick up a few health enhancements along the way. That sounds like I'm taking yeah, enhancements, but no, not really. It's just bugs, you know. Just yummy, slimy bugs full of protein and stuff. So don't worry, we're not cheating. Not really, at least. Yeah, here I needed just to hesitate a little bit, otherwise I would fall down. This is, by the way, the graveyard. If you remember the graveyard scene, it's one of the most iconic movie scenes from a Disney movie, I would say. Also one of the best ones. In English, Jeremy Irons singing a song "Be Prepared." In German, it's Thomas Fritsch. Seid bereit. And honestly, it might be yeah, nostalgia or anything, but in my opinion the German version is much better. Also, I mean, Jeremy Irons did a good job in voicing Scar, but the German Scar is much better. So if you want to take the chance, listen to the German version. Not only about pre-prepared, but maybe watch the movie in German with the subtitles. I think the German version, Thomas Fritsch, the voice actor, he did an amazing job capturing Scar as a real treacherous villain. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. But yeah, I obviously grew up with the German version, as me being German, so that's also the Stampede level. Really annoying in other games. Okay, okay, not annoying. It's annoying on the NES version, I would say that, because it's really random when the animals come. On the Super Nintendo version or the Genesis version, both are pretty similar. This level is a cakewalk, and just because nothing is random there, it's always the same pattern. You can just learn the patterns and be done with the game, with the level. Here it is, I think, most interesting of many versions, but it's also, I don't know, too long for what it is, if you ask me. Yeah, the cutscenes, or quote-unquote cutscenes, we will not watch because we don't have time for that. Also, you should have seen the movie by now. I don't know. Can I really spoil a 30 years old movie? I don't know. Probably not. And if so, yeah, you're too late anyways now to the party. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So let's these animals are cool. Let's get this here. Let's take a hit here, because it's most convenient to just take the hit there. Yeah, as you can see, it's very basic. You just have to find your way mostly up or down later in another level. Now we have the real boss fight ahead of us, by the way. More like a rhythm game, if you will, and you will see what I mean in just a minute. So now comes the boss fight, and hit, oh, hit, tap, shoo, foo. That's the boss fight basically. It can be much more complicated if you actually let it attack, but if you just swing at it in the right rhythm at the right time, it can do nothing, which is pretty convenient. This is the pre-prepare, or more like the pre-prepare stage, how it was supposed to be in the movie, okay or not. This is actually Pride Rock, the final stage of the first movie, if you will. So it's the ending of the first movie, where we return to the Pride Lands. Our lions fight against the other lions and the hyenas, and Scar waiting at the end for us, and we will avenge our father and stuff like that. You know, family matters. We do family business here. We have to deal with some sort of foul apple within the family. The black lion, not the black sheep in this instance, just the black lion. So, but yeah, Scar is coming up, and we're not done with the game. We're just halfway through, because why not? I mean, I think it's an interesting thought that I will continue after this fight. Boop, and whoosh, 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 shoo, 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 boo, boo, boo. Go into the fire. Yeah, I think it's an interesting thought to have the two movies into one game, basically. This is, by the way, the level why I actually collected the health upgrades, because it's not unlikely to die here. This stage is way too long, in my opinion. It is, I don't know, questionable from a design standpoint, at least. What happens, I mean, you can see it. I'm fleeing from the crocodiles. They chasing me. How they behave is just a little bit predictable. They basically just always aim at me. But how long and how much they will take their charge is not always foreseeable. I also try to run on these land tiles, because on the land tiles I'm running faster. This is actually the strat to make this level shorter, that you use these land tiles. So basically you just memorize where these land tiles will appear, because that's not random. The level design doesn't change. And then you just try to walk on them, and you can actually outrun the crocodiles for once a little bit. And also, yeah, just make it go faster, which is pretty neat. It's an important matter in the actual speedrun. Can save you a lot of time. But for what it's worth, this level is 1.5 minutes long. Again, another long autoscroller, unnecessary long, I will say. I don't know if you need that long of an autorunner, especially if it's kind of hard to survive at some point, I think. But yeah, it is what it is. So I really would like to have another health bug, if you ask me. I do not like my health. Like I said, it's easy to die here with these alligators behind me, and I hope I don't. Okay, yeah, I survived. That's the main part I was concerned about, honestly. It's just this level. Now we are in the Shadowlands, if you will. Yeah, I need you to go. Thank you. For everyone who haven't seen the second movie, it's basically, like I said, Romeo and Juliet. Scar has a son. Yeah, he has a son. And Simba has a daughter, obviously. So we know that from the end of the first movie. And they befriend each other. And yeah, obviously the one pride of lions doesn't like the other ones, and they not allowed to see each other, and blah blah blah. It's basically it's Julio and Romette, just for the change that not everybody dies at the end. That is maybe the only switch up for I don't know, for kids reason. Not everybody dies, just some of them. Just some of the protagonists die in this theater act, but okay. Whatever, and they also don't die through, I don't know, through poison or anything. But yeah, if you Shakespeare fans and like animals, Lion King 1 and 2 is your thing. This is, by the way, also I mean, it looks like a big maze, but it's actually just go right, go left, and go right. It's the whole level basically. So. It has a little bit the charm of Exile from whoever knows the games from the Genesis or the Super Nintendo. The boulders drop, there are some animals in your way. But yeah, we're already at the top, and we can go on to the last level already. And then I don't want to say free of the music, but I hope you got used to it by now, by the wonderful soundtrack that is Simba's Mighty Adventure. It really is something you have to love. So now I need to be careful again. That health is not how I want it to be, because we need a few damage boosts here and there, as you can see. Okay, got a tree, that's good, that saves me a little bit. Another health increase here. But we should be fine now. This one, big health. And this is the end fight. Again, rhythm game. Don't let it jump, because if you off rhythm once, it's actually a nifty fight, and time is coming up right now. Yeah, this is the mother of the other line, or if you will, Scar's love interest, which we haven't seen in the first movie, but apparently was there. So we killed her because she's a little bit obsessed, more than obsessed actually. She went full crazy nuts and despises and hates Simba for what he have done. She blames Simba to have killed Scar, the true king of the Pride Lands, which we all know he was. He was the firstborn, but then again he wasn't, because family matters. But yeah, this was Simba's Mighty Adventure for you. As you could see, super simple game, super easy, also easy to learn. The main thing you have to do is basically get used to the controls, how Simba moves and stuff like that. Also, and maybe, yeah, basically recognize, not recognize patterns, but just memorize. That was the word I'm looking for. Memorize where enemies appear and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a very late jump, but aside from that, there's not much complicated tech to it. So if you ever want to pick up an easy Lion King game, this is one for you, even though you don't get the soundtrack of Lion King, which we all love, but you can sing it in your stream or whenever you want. I mean, Hakuna Matata, right? So with that being said, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. It was fun. I will leave you now to your morning or to your night, wherever you are. For me, it's morning, as I said. It's 8:40 now. And yeah, have a great Sunday. And with that, I'm out. Bye.